Hey guys, welcome back. I have a bit of a different video for you today. Today we're going to be checking out the demo for Ayasa, Shadows of Silence. I have put quite a few hours into this demo. I actually play tested it before it was released through demo, and I had a little bit of trouble with it because this is a platformer style game and I suck at those. So I invited a bit of a special guest. I have Pyro, aka Pyro and Kiwano, join me for this video, and I asked him to play through it, and we have a chat about it, and he does a lot of really great analysis of like gameplay and stuff like that. So really interesting watch. So enjoy this with us. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy! You've no idea how much time I've already put into this demo. And it's more of like, it's like a side scroller, right? So it's supposed to have this like deep and meaningful story, and I do think it could be really good.
Yeah.
There was just parts of it where I was just like, I don't know if it's me being really dumb or blind or just bad at video games in general, but some of it just...
Oh, elephant.
Yeah, dead elephant. That elephant's never going to remember.
Ah, explosions.
Hiya. Kaboom.
The air raid sirens, which we know you don't like.
I hate
and all these
they scare me.
naked guys. Okay, we're kind of throwing a lot at us.
I know.
To start this off.
I don't even know what those guys are meant to be.
Naked, I think. Even the smallest spark.
So I'm wondering, right, when this, like, what the stage of the game is at this point. Like, is this the very beginning of the story? Like, these are questions I have, or at least one question I have when starting this, because I know sometimes you play a demo and they'll show you like the first chapter, and others will like kind of plop you in the middle of the game just for...
Well, I mean, we've literally just woken up. We seem to be confused about how we got into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's boxes about the place, I guess. I don't know why B brings up the pause menu, but that's interesting. Oh, excuse me. No, and grabby hands, okay.
Grabby hands and weird pinky gas.
What happens if you get me?
They get you. They get you. You're done.
They've kind of missed me, so... Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
They're just nipping at your toes. Alright, well...
Not sure I fell off the plank there, but okay.
Oh my god.
Let's wake up again. We'll pretend that one didn't happen, don't worry about it. So, hey, we just woke up in the forest. This is weird. I wonder what's going on here. Barely character looks as confused as I am, so. But yeah, you do wonder, because it's like the intro to the game is so important because you need to understand where you are and what you're doing.
Yeah.
And for us to just have woken up, so there's a war and there's zombie guys with no clothes on. These arms can clearly catch me just now, but they've chosen not to because they're just going past me.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It's scooch past this and then over this, which I think has depth to it. Yeah, so okay, so this is we'll be playing. So there's depth to the 3D, which you wouldn't expect in a section like that. So normally, you're getting chased. You would, I don't want to say just hold left or hold right to win the game, right? But if you're starting out, the first thing you do is fall off of a plank.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we need to be careful of our positioning on this plank, so...
Yeah, because it's not like a fully straight line, which is one of the problems I had, because sometimes you're at a different... You're at a slightly different angle. What is going... What? Whoa.
So I think they fell down the hole and then despawned.
Okay.
I imagine you're supposed to keep going, so you don't see that, but... oh, no, okay.
Oh, I'm surprised that didn't happen sooner.
And then... Oh no, not B, we press X to crouch. Press X to crouch.
The angles are so bad.
Yeah, so the depth of the 3D is tripping me up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it really messed me up. And I don't have great depth perception as it is, so it got me constantly.
Wait, hold on. So that said hold RB to climb. I was holding left B to run.
Yeah, I think you can do it when you're... If you jump when you're running, you can do it. Maybe.
Okay, so RB climbs specifically. Jumping also climbs.
That's weird.
So... Okay.
Okay, sure. We're not going to
Strange,
question
but
it.
we'll carry on. Don't worry about it.
Ooh, big
So
statue.
inconsistent tooltips. So what stops us from just jumping at that? So here's another one. So here's the tutorial how to push a box.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably you need to push the box to do that, but what stops you just running and climbing up?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
I don't understand. I am confusion.
Right. It's just the confusion of what's going on. So there's an armchair here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dining room chair here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a wheelchair here. So obviously this is the chair department.
Yep.
But what's with the Buddha in the back of the forest here?
I don't know.
The big statue.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. So this is a problem with the demo, right? And it's one that I'll give the dev team a little bit of grace on. Is that with demos, you'll never, because you don't know where in the story it is, you're not going to get the full introduction to it. You basically are confused the entire time what the point of things are. I'm hoping that when the game comes out, it'll be a bit more easier to explain.
Yeah, so we found a camp, and my head sticks through the tent. And we've got a pot here. Oh wait, I can't get out. There we go. We've got a kettle here, which is as big as I am. But this fire's still going, which implies there's somebody around.
It does.
So are we about to get chased again if we go further in?
I don't know.
Because there's a lantern up here as well. Can we climb this ladder? We can.
I didn't know you could climb that. I playtested this game actually before the demo came out, and I did not know that.
Oh, I keep thinking V does something.
So when I played this for the first time, and I got to this stage, it took me, I want to say 30 minutes or something to get across this.
30 minutes?
I'm not even joking. But you know what was...
I suppose it's going to take 25 minutes to push this fridge over, so...
But you know what was worse? When I did get over for the first time, I didn't actually move fast enough off the trunk because I didn't want to fall over. And this happened and I actually fell down.
Oh,
so
dear.
I had to spend another 20 minutes trying to do
it. Come on. Climb button. Come on. Climb. Hello?
There we go.
Yeah. Just spam jump until you get up.
Yeah.
Ah. Poison?
I don't know.
Hold X to crouch. For why? Oh, because there's a dog or something in there.
I think it's a pig, actually.
A pig? Oh, is it a piggy?
No, it's not piggy. A good piggy. He's eating food. I actually don't know if it's a pig. I can't remember. I think it is a pig.
He seems pretty chill.
Yeah, because he's not looking at you. He's looking the other way.
Oh, until I stand up.
Until you stand up, yeah.
Oh. So hold on. That was interesting to me. So it's not sight or sound based detection. It's just if you're holding X or not.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, because I'll show you what happened there. So it turns out when you're crouching, you can also crouch sprint. Which, I guess is a no-go. They don't want you crouch sprinting past the obstacle. But if I were to crouch, so he doesn't know I'm here, right? There's no sound, there's no noise. I'm crouching, I'm doing what I'm meant to do. Let's see what happens if I let go for a second when I get just into his threat range. I presume about here's right, so I'm just going to take my hands off for a second and then let go of crouch.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see.
So it's not sight or sound based detection.
That's weird.
It's are you holding X detection.
That doesn't make sense to me.
No, so again, it's an interesting way to do it, because normally what you do is just have a sight box or sound box for a character. Because again, if you run, it'll hear you, because you're meant to be using the crouch mechanic. If you're using the run mechanic, that's too noisy, so it'll go, oh, by the way, there's somebody there, and then it'll just run over and kill you. But it's usually normally standing up from a crouch wouldn't detect it, because you're not making any sound, you're not making any movement. It can't see you because it's got its back to you. But crouching is enough to get you
past it and safe,
So you're no longer crouched, you're no longer hidden. So it's the X button specifically that's hiding you from that character's line of sight.
That's strange.
It's a bit of an odd one, but we're stuck in the bush.
I mean,
so we're far enough away.
I guess it makes sneaking easy enough.
I mean, I'm not a game dev, so I don't really know how you would code that any better. But oh, hey, more furniture. So again, I'm interested in the artistic choices here, because again, this is a very deep forest. In fact, there's gouges in the landscape, and there's rope bridges. This was clearly a lived area.
Mm-hmm.
Because you wouldn't build a bridge somewhere where you're not going to be, but there's a bridge on one side of this and a bridge on not the other. So who's going to come to this clearing just to have a small table, a pillow, and a piece of furniture? What was this, like a shelf?
How are you bringing logic to a video game?
I know, terrible, right? But it's like, what's the purpose of this area that they would want to come over here and look at their end table furniture?
I mean, I guess it all depends on like what the whole point of the story is, because it's like it almost feels apocalyptic.
Yeah, no, it's definitely apocalyptic. I mean, the bomb going off at the start makes that clear, and there's another buggy, another baby pram for the non-British amongst us. Yeah, but then there's like cool big statues and stuff in the background.
Yeah, it's like what are they for?
Like this big eagle. So it's like, is it a holy site? Missed a jump there. Is it like, a holy site? Are these like, gods or whatever from this world? Is somehow historically significant? Like what? I'm curious to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, missed that jump.
I find it's very easy to like miss the jump.
So I'll tell you why that is, and this is an interesting mechanic. So there's a thing in game development called coyote time, which is what a lot of games do that you don't realize it's doing. But see, when you run off, you usually get like a half step beyond the edge of the platform to hit jump before you actually, you've committed to falling.
Yep.
But in this, it feels like the minute you've gone off the side, if you jump before, like when your foot's left the platform, you've already fallen. You've just not fallen yet. But coyote time gives you that extra second to just go, right, I'm going to jump. And run wasn't working there for some reason, so we'll just fall. But no, coyote time is a really interesting mechanic. It's I think Celeste does it very well, where even if you hit jump after you've left the platform, you can still jump, because it makes no sense logically. It makes no sense from a realistic point of view. But from a game feel point of view, it's very, very nice to just have that. Well, I meant to jump there, but I was just a fraction of a second too late, so I wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you think about it logically, you're not going to jump from your back foot, you jump from your forward foot. If your forward foot's off the edge of the platform, then you've fallen.
Yeah.
But again, it's just these game feel things that you add in that can kind of...
Sorry, right, I can't stop laughing.
No, so again, what I'm finding here is when you climb, if you just hold the run button, because I've been holding run button this whole time.
Yeah.
If you hold the run button when you climb, it cancels your run.
Oh.
You've got to repress it.
Oh, weird.
You've got to repress to start running, because if you climb, it stops you running. Which is why I failed to jump a few times.
Yeah, I've never seen a video game do that before.
No, I'm sure it happens all the time. It's just you need to know
Not one I've came across, at least.
Yeah, you just need to know that's what it's doing. So it's getting comfortable with the game, getting comfortable with the world you're in. Oh, fire. And creepy organ music.
Yeah. The dead elephant as well.
Oh yeah, over here. Yeah, so it's like, I'm just trying to make sense of the artifacts they're putting into this world. It's like all these big statues, all the random pieces of furniture, the multiple baby prams, and then an elephant of all things.
Yeah, it's like, what is the storytelling telling? Like, what is it trying to tell us?
Yeah, because it's like, if it's kind of a modern-ish world and the bombs are going off and all the zombies are marching, then have the baby prams just been thrown into the forest? Is that the implication?
Who knows?
This is just a strew of mess. I mean, if that was the case, you'd think it'd be more, random sheets of paper or random bits of wood or pieces of houses or, broken down bits of car, tires, stuff like that. But it's very seeming, like a tire like this. Yeah,
I don't think it's modern. I think it's yieldy. From what I've seen further on.
Like a wagon wheel?
Yeah, there is wagons, like stuff like that. Oh.
What's back here?
Nothing.
Okay. Let's get some feet dry for a second.
I found a few places like that where you can kind of end up... Oh, you're being chased?
It's where the rat lives. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, very nice. Did you?
Was that how that's meant to play out?
Yeah.
I did not mean for that to happen. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now you need to... You can get back up, thankfully, if you go forward towards the camera.
Well, forward, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, again, that's a perspective thing. I would say forward is away from the camera.
No, I
because
get
you
you.
go forwards. Because if you come towards the camera, you're seeing your front, so you think that'd be going backwards. But right, climb and climb. Oh,
I remember
hey,
the first time I did it.
Excuse me.
I did it right. Like I did it by accident, but I did it right, and then it took me ages after that. You can't get back. I think you might die actually if you fall.
No, I'll be fine.
You're fine. I did it right. I think it was maybe the first or second time I did it. I think it was the first, and I literally did it the right, but I fell and died or something, and then I had to redo it. I was so mad at myself because it took me ages.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just. The more you play a game, the more you figure out its quirks. In this one, it's like if you hold climb, it doesn't climb. You have to press climb, but you can press climb at any point against this cage. So at the very last seconds, you can climb up, so long as you press climb.
Weird. Okay.
Again, from my point of view, and again, this is just from playing these kind of games. It's like if you would think if you held climb, it would detect that you're trying to climb the thing you're jumping up against, rather than it being is player colliding with climbable object. If so, press climb. I keep fucking that jump up, but figured it out. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, treehouse.
You know what's funny? Because I'm sitting looking at it, and because I'm like, instead of me trying to focus on playing, which is what I did before, I'm actually able to like look around the environment, and it feels.
See what's going on.
It doesn't. It feels to me very what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, do you know how when you look at like clay stuff, like clay
kind of claymation.
Claymation. That's the word I was going for. Yeah. See, and you know that it's like fake, not fake, but it's like you're making up clay models and stuff. It's kind of like that, or like Lego animations and stuff. It feels like toy-like almost.
Yeah, I can see that. Again, I'm just kind of wondering what the internal logic for climbable and non-climbable object is, because you'd think that you could climb up on this. The previously established rule from the cages doesn't seem to apply here. I just can't get on this. I guess, why would you want to climb this wagon? It's because it's in front of me, and I can.
You're also floating.
Well, yeah, but again, it's just the hitbox for the thing.
Yeah, it's just funny.
You know, games are silly things sometimes. But again, it's like, can I climb up the back of this one? No.
But yet, before you could go back through somewhere and
I'm gonna get chased by this guy again.
Well.
Hi. Jump over that hole. And a lot of cages, so I wonder what they're trying to trap. Well, see, the physics on these things breaking apart is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I guess we fall down here. Down we go. Oh,
I hated this
a little
part.
Ungraceful at the end there.
So I hated this part, and I wonder if this will happen to you. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to shut up, and I'll just let
I guess let me experience it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all the way back here. Okay.
Yeah. As well as
I guess that logs the checkpoint. So down again for second try. The detransition from the slide's a little ungraceful.
Yeah.
You come to full stop and you can hear yourself stuttering there. But into this we go. No. Figured it out that time, okay. And there's another bird in the background.
Yeah, so the thing that happened to me, the bug that happened to me, didn't happen to you. See that stuttering in the boat?
Yeah, I also noticed the people in the background are throwing themselves off a cliff.
Yes.
Which I guess is what you're meant to be focusing on, but the jittery boat's a little distracting.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I found there was a few times where I had a few different bugs depending on what was going on, where the impact of the environmental storytelling just didn't hit because I was focusing on the bug. So sometimes...
Or minor frustrations in the gameplay getting to them.
Yeah.
Because again, with this and the music and the scenery and the vista, I guess it's meant to be an emotional moment.
Yeah, I think so.
Like a moment for pride, a moment to kind of catch your breath from wherever the hell you were just running from. But I still don't know what I'm running from. And again, this might just be a context thing, because this might be partway through the game, it might be towards the end of the game, I don't know. But without knowledge of who this... I mean, without getting into too much of that, I don't even know whether the character's a boy or a girl. It's like, who am I playing as? Who am I in this environment? Who am I in this world?
Yeah.
Because if this is my point of view character, like if nothing else, how is this boat traveling across this lake? It's just on its own power.
Valid question.
I'm not rowing it. Was it just pushed by those boulders we just ran from?
It seems like the boulders had momentum enough to push it, but not to break it.
Kick up the arse.
Yeah.
That's across the whole lake, and we just kind of hoped that would happen. Kind of planned for this.
Oh, fun.
And big flowers over here as well. These are nice. Oh. These aren't friendly flowers, are they? Yeah. Hi. Sorry, that's a funny animation. Like you'd expect it would try and eat you, like grab you up, but it just kind of slaps you, and you just fall over.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that before.
You just ragdoll.
That's funny.
And maybe it's a demo thing. Maybe they're going to add that in a little bit. Maybe they're working on it still, but that's quite funny. So, oh no, God, not that way. So let's see if we need to go more this way. They've definitely got a range on them.
But the door is not there. The door is at the other side.
That way. Okay.
Good luck.
Alley-oop. Alley-oop. Don't mind me, suckers.
Nice. Well done.
And now we're in an air vent with a bunch of bones. Look at the bones. Oh, and a noose, which isn't connected to itself.
Wait, what? Oh, I see.
You see the break in the rope?
Yeah.
And the random rope next to it, which isn't connected to anything else.
Oh. Is it maybe just that there's one single thread holding onto it? You're walking past the body as well?
Maybe. Or maybe, again, it could be a lighting thing, because from over here, it looks like there's a thing coming down the centre of that loop, but it's
I don't know.
A little disconnected. So, I think we're a girl.
It's hard to tell.
Oh, something to drink.
Poison. Delicious poison.
Delicious Gatorade.
Ew.
Mountain Dew. Take your poison.
It does look like Mountain Dew, actually.
Let's see what's around the bend. Oh. Hi.
He was coming for you straight away. Oh my god. You're boned. The minute they clock you, there's no getting out of it.
So
oh my god.
Can't catch me from behind the scenery, idiot.
So dumb.
So, why did they click? Let's try that again. So we've got these creepy face zombies. I guess they're supposed to go like this.
Yeah. So again, they do see you, sadly.
Well, we'll test that in a second, because I wonder if it's the same mechanics as the rat.
Oh.
Because I haven't moved. I'm still crouched. And it just decided he knew where I was.
Yeah, I hate that. That's what happened to me as well. I had to be really, like, I found that you find a path and you kind of stick to it and the timing of it.
Maybe it was a little imprecise. Maybe if we don't sit behind this one, if we sit behind these bigger boxes, there's no way there's line of sight because he doesn't have eyeballs.
That's true, he doesn't. There you go.
Okay, so he doesn't hear me if I stand up at least.
No.
The last time that guy did run off from off screen, so I don't know if it's looking okay for you at the moment, but for mine it's... Oh, okay. We're getting some pretty heavy frame rate dips on this in this area. Getting down to like 17 frames.
Wow. It's okay. I'm not seeing much, yeah.
Okay, so...
I do see you kind of lag every so often.
Yeah, no, sorry, I keep a counter up for everything basically. But if I go like this, if I run to the hear me, no. So just run to the next safe bit.
Yep.
And you wait. But yeah, I'm hitting like 20 frames here. Yeah, anytime, come on. Yeah, anytime. Out the way. Oh, and you go. Good boy. Oh, and then that guy came from nowhere.
What the hell? He just came... No, that's the same guy from the very first bit.
Yeah, but I was all over that. So again, this is what we're talking about sightlines. How am I supposed to dodge a guy that's off screen? You know?
I know.
If it's because I stood up and started running, if it's because he got visibility of me.
They're so fast as well. Like,
They are. No, it's definitely if you get caught, you're caught kind of thing.
Mhm.
And that's fine if that's what you're going for. But
oh yeah,
we'll
see
give it
your
a
frames going up and down actually because of your counter.
yeah. Oh no, he got me. Right, this way.
Oof.
Just got to. Damn.
It almost feels like you can't escape when they clock you.
No, you definitely when you're caught, you're caught.
Mhm.
Actually, I wonder
If you're
how
gonna,
are they for the environment? If I just go on this box, can you get me up here? Hi. Hello. Hello. He has no idea I'm
how?
here.
What?
So if I don't touch the ground, I'm safe.
What the heck? Oh wait, no.
No.
That was weird. I'm sorry. Like, surely they would have noticed you were there.
Yeah, so again, it's all about the detection systems that are in place.
Mhm.
It's not sight and it's not sound because otherwise this wouldn't work. Because if I'm in these boxes jumping around like a lunatic, he knows I'm here, right? There's no way he doesn't.
You must know.
He must know, right? But he doesn't.
That's so strange. It's not
But
until
when
you
it
get down
comes
to the lower level box, yeah.
Yeah, so it's again the hitbox for detection is just going to be on the ground level, which again makes sense from a game dev point of view.
Mm.
Like, why would you think somebody would jump up on a box in front of the guy trying to kill them?
Oh,
That makes no sense. Oh,
you've got quite a
frame
reach
rate
as
that time.
well.
Yeah, so again, this is the thing. Maybe it's just, you know, a personal thing with hitboxes is that if it doesn't look like he's hit you, it shouldn't count as a hit. And this is my opinion. Hi. Right, run this way. Run this way.
Oh.
Okay, how do we get out of this situation? Oh, no.
Oh well.
No, so again, I think that the detection's too strict, personally.
Mhm.
Because again, if I'm, like, we'll use this example, right? So I'm crouched behind these boxes, that's fine. He caught me while I was crouched behind. Clearly, you're meant to crouch behind the boxes.
Yeah, but he doesn't see you when you're jumping up in front of him. Like,
He does, but that's exactly the point. It's like if I run across the boxes, I'm invisible to him. If I crouch past the boxes, which is clearly what they want you to do, I'm suddenly a target.
what?
So, like, see that?
See, this is what's putting me off the game. It's that detection. I feel like it's a bit overboard.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, I'm going to toot my trumpet for just a moment. I consider myself quite good at games. I'm not really sure how you're meant to do this properly. I'm not really sure what I could be doing differently, crouched behind these boxes in this forced stealth section, to get past these guys. Because, again, even though he's looking at me, even though he's looking in my direction,
Yeah.
whilst crouched, I'm meant to be invisible to these guys. Because the whole point of having these boxes here is you're crouched behind them, they can't see you, blah, blah, blah.
So,
And I'm still moving, even though I'm not touching the stick at the moment. That was weird. But it's like, it just seems to randomly decide if it can see you or not. There's no internal consistency
yeah.
to the detection. Because again, if I just run here, if it's sound-based, they should know I'm here. If I stop here, there's a very clear line of sight block between me and him. So you think that then once you leave that behind, he's off screen, I should be able to just climb up and be safe. And it looks like that time it worked.
Right, so I have a story to tell about this part. And I'm
this
sure,
part?
yeah, so the part that you just went past,
Right.
I, for a long time, was trying to go up the ladder that's on the building rather than run to where you just jumped up to.
Alright.
And I didn't know that I didn't know this part was where you're meant to be. So yeah, that was funny
So hold on.
and stressful.
Let's try and double back.
No, don't double back. I don't want you to lose your progress.
I'm not going to. What ladder are you talking
The
about?
ladder is like right.
Oh, that one just under
yeah.
the light.
Yep.
Ah. Okay.
And I also tried the pathway up the stairs. It's between the buildings. That also doesn't go
Right.
anywhere. Yeah.
Is this a hole or is this?
That's
Yeah,
death.
a hole safe. Okay.
Yeah, the idea is you.
Hopefully.
Oh no.
I was going to say hopefully checkpoints is past the guys that insta kill you from
Oh
across the room.
boy. With this though, yeah, I was gonna say don't jump into the hole again.
Right, so apparently there's a house that's a problem here.
No, not that house.
Right,
You'll
what's this
find
ladder
it. It'll
for?
be obvious.
Okay.
I hope.
You hope it's obvious.
I say that,
You
but
hope
not
you're
a
not
lot
just
of this
bad at
game is
games.
not being obvious.
Okay. So a big pillar there, that's on fire.
Mm.
There's a house down there, which we just ignored.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's... Can we climb this?
Don't know.
Doesn't look like it. So do we go into the fire? That can't be right.
Oh no, that is the house. The house in front. No,
Oh, no, that kills
the
you.
house you walked past, you ignored. I think that is the one you're meant to go in.
Oh, we're back here. Really?
Yeah.
Right, devs, if you're watching this, please checkpoint past these guys. There's not really a reason to send us all the way back to the start of this town.
Yeah, that ladder and that pathway up there, you see?
No, I can see where your head's at with that.
Honestly,
that does look like it could be something.
Looking at it now in hindsight with fresh eyes and not playing, I can see that it's definitely not the way to go. But when you're under like stress and trying to run away from these guys and maybe you've done it a million times, you're like, no, fuck this.
And the problem is, the more times you get caught out, and this might sound unfair, but the more times you get caught out by bullshit that's not your fault, the more frustrated you're going to get with it, and the more you're going to feel resentment towards it. Okay.
Oh wait, no, this isn't the house. I think you have to see if you go back where you were. I think you have to push that pillar thing, the pole or whatever it is.
Push the pillar thing?
Yeah, see up above you. If you go up the ladder.
Oh yeah, the boards.
Yeah.
I have to think it was an oddly placed board. Try that. So that'll be what the lighting's there for, is to draw attention to this ladder. Just so you do come up onto the roof, and then again the light on the board here.
There you go. Nice.
Not how I expected that to play it, but we'll take it. And then we're here.
Must be.
Must be.
It's like when you're playing a horror game, you follow the blood, or an action game, you follow the blood. And this way, it's follow the light.
Yeah. Ah. Well, it's one of these ones that you've only got so many ways to signpost to the player your intentions. Oh. This is sliding ever so slightly.
Yeah, I got caught here
jump
too.
on it.
I don't. Can you get back up?
Oh, there we go. Physics took a second, but got there.
Oh yeah, I get caught there, and it was like caught in midair, so I was still falling technically in one spot.
Ah.
So the stuff wasn't moving. It was wasn't great. Nice. I did really like the look of this game, and I hope that it. I think you're supposed to crouch. No.
So you're maybe meant to crouch, but there's room enough to stand up.
Weird.
But it's when it's at a slight slope, you get caught on it. It needs to just be a touch taller or a touch smaller to kind of force you to crouch or allow you to run. Right, no smoking, safety first. Ah, damn. Pierre wanted some cigarettes.
Says you, the non-smoker.
Says me, the non-smoker. You know, gotta hit that vape like the kids do these days.
I think the kids still even vape. I don't even know.
Dunno. Right, what's upstairs? Hello, mush mush. Anyone home? Oh,
ooh,
hi.
big evil eye.
Right, I'm gonna get got by this to see what happens. It better not send me back to the start of this area. Oh!
Evaporated.
So here I expected to be grabbed. I didn't expect to be exploded. And
you're moving on your own there?
No, it was still doing the noise as if it was evaporating me. But for far too long after the scenery set.
I see.
Okay, so this area is just for fluff. This is nice. Nice chill TV. Let's just make a home here. Yeah. This can be where we live now.
Just ignore everything else that's dying
just
and killing us around us.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to get caught by. Because it's not just. He just eyeballs you. Again, there's no like sound detection or anything. It's just, are you crouched once he looks at you? Okay, not that.
Oh, there's a light.
Just sneaking this corner here.
That's a proper big eyeball.
It is.
What's it attached to? That's what I want to know. Wait, that's the thing that's been chasing you, is it not?
Is that what the arms are?
No,
think so.
it's not, because if it was the same thing, you would have just been incinerated, I suppose. I think they're probably related in some way.
Right, okay, so what am I missing here? You're the horror aficionado. Do I need to turn on the TV first? Do I need to turn off the TV first? Or are we...
There's no interaction here that I could find. So basically, it was at this part where I got stuck because I could get past him. However, you had the way to get past him. I found was if you're following the light, I had to go back in the back of the environment where you were, and like I fell. I would go down the back, and you'd then move underneath the area that you can see, but I didn't know where to go from there. In fact, no, I did. I think I did get past it, but like it was a pain because it was proper like buggy.
Yeah, I'm just not sure where to go because you think it's this door. But
yeah, but it's not. You have to go.
Yeah, and the noise of it after you die, it persists far too long. It's still going now. It's like, come on, you got me. Calm down. It's not a quiet boss either. No.
Yes, where he's looking now, I just head that direction down there, down the very back, where you saw the light.
Okay.
So go now. You'll see a light. Yeah. I went down where that white light is. The back of the scenery. Oh. But I don't know how. I don't know how I got there. I just literally jumped about until it did it.
Jump over the light? Did you jump over the bike?
I don't know.
You can't push it. It doesn't seem like.
That's the thing. I don't know. It took me ages, and it was not consistent.
Did you just run down here? No. I must admit, I'm a little stuck here. Like, visually, I don't really see where I'm supposed to be going. And again, maybe this is one of those ones, if you know the answer, it's dead obvious, but...
I know that there's people that have completed this demo, and I don't know how they did it.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What?
Speaking of obvious once you see it, on the counter here, there's a hole in the wall.
Oh my god, I did not know that existed. Are you... Oh my god.
Didn't even see that.
So no wonder I was getting stuck under the floorboards. Excuse me?
Okay. Is that because he turned round and saw me through the gap?
Maybe. That would make sense, I suppose. I did not know that gap was there.
So if he's looking like that towards that hole, if you can see into the room and evaporate you.
Jeez.
That's this is what I want to talk about. It's like once you're past the room, the threat should be basically invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like this guy over here. So if he looks through that way, there's no red light to indicate this is dangerous.
Oh my god, that's kind of BS.
But it still catches you.
That shouldn't do that. Yeah, that's so dumb. They need to fix that. You either need to show the red light to indicate danger, or you just don't have danger at all.
Yeah, because again, it's like once you've... Like, this room is very clearly very dangerous. You don't want to get caught. I imagined again he would grab you, which would solve both these issues.
Oh no, by the way, I spent, I think, 10 minutes or something, it's like standing underneath his hands, and they were literally above me, and nothing ever happened.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, because I don't know when's safe, because I think you're meant to go through the floorboards here.
It did look like they were moving, but maybe you have to...
They're definitely moving. But I'm not sure because the door doesn't seem to go anywhere.
It might just be that you need to like jump twice, move, then jump again. After he's already panned across.
Oh fuck!
Oh my god! Wow.
It's fine. We'll get there.
Concentration mode.
Concentration mode. Lean forwards. Gamer position.
Gamer shrimp.
Gamer. No, that's bad for your posture.
Says you.
Says me. I haven't sat straight in 10 years. Oh, look, it remembers how much you've stomped it so far.
That shouldn't be.
Wait till we see it going the other way.
Oh, there we go. Very nice.
Okay. Not for the door. Oh, that was the demo.
Oh. Wait, I was so close to the end and... Oh my god.
Did you get, like, right to that guy and then
I got to the guy. I would constantly get stuck under the environment. I'll need to show footage because oh my god, I did not know it was right through the freaking floor. I'm so mad at myself for that. But how was I meant to know?
Yeah. So again, this is what I'm talking about. It's about game direction. Is like using the light to showcase the ladder is good art direction because it shows that's important.
Mm-hmm.
If it were me, and I can only speak for myself here, but I would have had the light in the room to indicate that hole in the wall is the progression point.
Yeah.
You see the light, the red light scanning backwards and forwards, but there's this light coming through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You go, oh, that's a hole in the wall I can jump through. There's light through there.
Yeah.
And the same kind of thing. It's like light beams coming up from the floor with the broken light beams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You jump on it a few times, you go through the floor, and then you can kind of carry on that way.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just kind of oddly positioned that I didn't even see that hole in the wall till like 4 or 5 deaths in. And then the fact that when you do get through it, you can't see whether or not you're in danger to try and progress to the next set piece.
Yeah.
To go through the floor.
See, I don't know if the developers are intending for the game to be kind of like, I want to say obtuse like that, but
right, so what
I'd be interested to know.
The references, well, not references, sorry, the inspiration from things like Limbo are very, very clear in this inside games like that.
Mm-hmm.
The issue I've always had with games like that is that there's not really a marker for failure until you've failed. It's like the only way you would know that rat's going to come out of left field and try and eat you is if it has eaten you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the only reason you know that board you're going to walk across is going to break and fall and kill you is if you've fallen and died to it. The failure's part of the experience. It's like you're meant to fail, then remember not to do that next time. And I don't personally care for that kind of game design.
Me neither.
There's not as much of that in what I've seen here.
Yeah.
But it's you don't know it's dangerous until it's killed you kind of style of gameplay. It's like, have you played Limbo? I don't know if you have,
no.
but it's pretty good. It's one of the early kind of style of games like this where you just run across the world and then things just murder you and you've no way of knowing it's going to kill you. Like, if you're running across the ground and then suddenly spikes pop up and you just die, you go, how the fuck was I supposed to know that was there?
But okay,
it's like you're not.
So
you know it's there now.
I don't mind that, right? Because I do think a lot of games do that. I just think the way it was constructed for me when playing the demo just felt a little off. It felt like this definitely was not a game for me, right? I mean, I more mean like this. I'm not their target audience because I genuinely thought like the way that you were running across planks or jumping and stuff, that I was the problem. Like, is it my eyes? Is it my timing? And I know that I'm bad, right? At certain things.
There's I'm not going to put this all on you. There's definitely accountability issues with that. Whereas, again, if you're going to be like, you have to run across this beam, the 3D plane for that beam should be massively narrowed. It shouldn't be like, in what world are you going to see a plank and for progression think, okay, I'm just going to run off the side of that? You would never do that deliberately.
No.
But it's like, say you're halfway across it and then it starts to break, so you need to sprint to make it to end of time, or you need to jump before it falls.
Yeah.
Put those in the player's control, and this comes back to the kind of the Limbo thing. It's like, if those are in your control, you can see what's about to happen and you can act to prevent it, rather than just, oh, I'm going to run across this bridge and then seemingly randomly fall off the side of it, because that seemed like, because you weren't aware of the 3D depth of the thing you're doing.
Yeah.
I care less for that. But if you're running across it and then you hear it creak and crack, you think, oh shit, I need to get off this quickly, and then it falls behind you. That's absolutely fine, no issues with that. But I guess the problem is there's only so many times you can do that before it becomes kind of routine, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so on the whole, what are we thinking? How are we feeling about this?
I want to like it because I really like the art style, and I'm intrigued by what the story would be, because right now I don't know what the story is other than what it says on their Steam page. But I don't know gameplay wise. I'm not sure.
Of it. Gameplay, I've got my reservations about the gameplay.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not a big fan of these run to the right simulators, and I don't mean to disparage the game by saying that, but it's like you run to the right and then there's a dog and you need to get past the dog, and then you run to the right and there's a spider and you need to get past the spider. Those games can be very good. It's like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. I quite enjoyed, and it's very much the same style of game. You just run across, get past the immediate obstacle, and it's all about the set pieces and the world and the story building and the lore. But I think it was so interesting because you controlled two characters with one controller. and that kind of set it apart. Whereas games like Limbo or Inside don't generally appeal to me. It really, really relies on the strength of the storytelling. And from this demo, I don't have enough of the story to understand whether or not it's going to be engaging to me.
And that's
it's not the demo's fault, not even remotely. But from just the I mean, it could maybe do a better foot forward to say here's what's happening, because we did get that flash of there's a bomb and there's zombies and there's a dead elephant for some reason. Like, I'm more interested in why that elephant's just there. You know, it's a very, very deliberate thing to add. You know, it's like, you know, seas of like heads floating in the ocean, that could just be a set piece. You know, random big ass rats and poison sewer swamps outlets and all that. That's things you had mechanically add to the world. But an elephant was very deliberately placed.
Yeah.
And I'm curious as to why an elephant of all things. You could have had like a pile of dead bodies, you could have a pile of skeletons, you could have had one of the zombies that had been, you know, like one of these faceless guys, maybe you know, it's been hurt or damaged and it's kind of trying to crawl after you, you know, an early indication of the threat you're in.
Yeah.
But a dead elephant?
I know, and like, okay, so from you've obviously explained a lot about mechanics and things behind it and gameplay style of things, but when it comes to the story, I think that a demo should deliver at least a touch, a teaser, a taste, so that it's like it's enough to want to go, okay, I need to know more about it. And I know we're saying we want to know about the elephant, but I don't have enough to drag me in and go, hey, notice this story.
So what we do know is there's a big creepy hand monster that chases you through the woods for some reason, but it can fall down holes. There's an army of zombie things that are chasing you for some reason.
Yeah.
But they're capturing the humans, because there was that one bit where we were stuck with the two guys. The cage they were pulling away was full of people, right?
I actually couldn't see it.
I'm pretty sure, I'll check the footage again, but I'm pretty sure it was full of people. So they're capturing people to take them away. Why? Where are they going? What are they doing with that?
Yeah.
But then there's a big eyeball thing that's clearly to look for people. It's got the big grabber hands, and then it just fucking disintegrates you. It's not trying to capture you, so are these two inconsistent creature interactions?
like how are they like related? I don't understand.
Because it's like you've got a giant eyeball, which is obviously for looking for things. A giant red light. If you get caught, I'm going to grab you.
Yeah.
And then you just fucking atomize. But the guys downstairs are trying to catch you and put you in a cage so they can take you away somewhere. Because maybe they want to eat you, maybe they want to convert you, maybe they want to turn you into zombies, maybe they want to use you as a battery for the giant matrix-powered machines. We don't know. That's the interesting. That's the intrigue. That's the mystery. But then 2 rooms later, you've got a guy that has a completely different interaction with you. It's killing you, like explicitly killing you, rather than trying to capture you. And I'm curious as to why that inconsistency in the motive of the creatures is there.
Yeah.
Because it's got the hands. It could very easily, it could pick up that whole house from the looks of it. But it wants to just turn you into ants and bring in your ear for far too long after you die.
No, you know? No.
I'm intrigued by the premise. But it feels like one of these ones where people have a lot of interesting ideas and they're not sure how to bring them together cohesively. I don't mean that as a disparaging comment. I'm very much like that. I've got tons of great ideas. I don't know how to thread them together coherently.
Right. So
it's very, very difficult to do.
When it comes to the Steam page, right, I've had a look at it, and this might answer maybe at least what they're trying to go for, right? And maybe that's why I know I always knew when I was playing it I was frustrated at it because I wasn't getting it, and I wasn't getting it like quickly. So it says dive into Ayasa, a dark and mysterious platformer. So platformer checks, a game that I'm not very good at, or style of game. Where light and shadow hold the key to survival. Journey through 6 haunting lands, solve challenging puzzles, so you get puzzles, and restore balance to the world on the brink of collapse. Obviously, that doesn't say that crazy much, right? But the fact that it's, you know, a platformer with puzzles, that's fine. There's plenty of games that do that. But I already get, like, I'm already not the fastest when it comes to puzzles, but then you're adding platforming challenges on it. But then there's also certain development, like technical aspects to it that weren't quite right for me, like what we were talking about with the coyote thing. Like all of that together turned me off.
But it's like they're talking about Focus on basics. Whilst the demo excludes the complete plot and special powers found in the full game, it lays the foundational skills and understanding necessary for the challenges ahead. But again, when mechanically it's so inconsistent with like enemy detection and falls off things you think you should be able to stick to, again, I'm not saying you should be like a magnet stuck to these boards when you're running across them, but it should be very difficult to fuck that up when you're running from left to right. I know it's a 3D space, but in those instances, they should really, really narrow the plane to make that, because again, running across a board, it should be a set piece. It shouldn't be a challenge. There's no challenge to holding right, except when there is, because it's not quite right. It's like 12 degrees up as well.
I will give the developers their due though. Like I played the demo and I played it pre-demo, so I played it for actual playtesting.
Right.
And there was tons of bugs, and they were very proactive. They did constant updates to it before launch, and obviously I think they've done updates since launch too of the demo. So they're clearly a very passionate team who are working hard to make sure that they're delivering a game that people like and that they're proud of. So I don't want to like shit all over it, because that's not fair.
This may have come across as a very negative thing, but I don't mean it to, because again, I'm intrigued by the premise. Like even again, looking at the store page, because the demo doesn't tell you any of this, but it's like when it says, focus on the basics, it lays foundational skills and understanding necessary for challenges ahead, but it excludes the plot and powers found in the full game, because when you look at the Steam demo page, the character's got purple hair. So it's like, is it like maybe a Celeste thing where your hair changes colour the more powers you gain?
Maybe.
Because even below that, it's like times rewinding to restore a broken bridge. So it's like, if you're going to have a game that's focused around set pieces like this and unique interactions with the world and unique powers like that, that should be your front foot forward. That should be what you lead with. Because from what I got from this demo, you hold right and you get killed from random bullshit sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. So like, the creative, like the world looks cool. They're clearly trying to give us some sort of environmental storytelling, which I always appreciate. I think that's fantastic. So and as long as there's not crazy many bugs, then it doesn't lose its impact if it's done right. But the art style and the environment stuff and the trailer that I've seen, screenshots that I've seen of like bosses and the other worlds and stuff like that, the other lands, those are intriguing to me. I want to know about those. But when you're literally pressing right,
seen any of that, because again, I've only just been pulled into this for this demo, for this playthrough right now, right here. I've not seen any of the concepts. I've not seen any of the buzz around it. I've not seen any of the developer interactions or talks or any videos showing off what this could be. I've only been shown what's been put in front of me. And the frank response is it's middling. It's fine. It's inoffensive, but it's not capturing me. It's not drawing me in. Yeah, okay, it's a cool aesthetic. It's a cool art style, but I would want to see, like, if you've got crazy powers like rewinding bridges that have broken, show me that. If you've got a more immersive thing like the eyeball filled hands, show me that.
Because the way they're touting the demo, it's almost like it's supposed to be like a tutorial demo.
And again, that's fine if it's just to introduce you to the game and the concepts, and you run to the right, you climb things, jump over stuff. But again, there's a few too many frustrations in what has been put into this demo to make me super interested in coming back to it. And again, once it's out and once it's a fully released game, hopefully they've ironed out a lot of that, because again, demo 0.3, it's still fairly early in the development cycle, I'm sure. Because what is the expected releases over this summer 25, is that right?
Q2, so anytime April forward.
So I would expect a kind of late spring summer release for this. Hopefully by then they've taken a few of these bits of feedback, which I hope they are getting, and improved on what they've got and present a little bit better. And I do hope that the full release feels a bit more complete. Because again, all these things they're talking about, all these things that are on the Steam page, all these things they suggest will be in the final game. They aren't in the demo. And that's really how you capture somebody. No point in releasing a demo, so it's like, here's this really cool thing, here's this really cool mechanic, here's what we're trying to do. And a dead elephant doesn't sell me on it.
No, and there's a demo for My Friendly Neighborhood, just to give us a comparison. when they
Mhm.
did their demo, they launched it from like a story point in the middle of the game, and they did show you parts of the story just a little bit, but it was more about like the mechanics and the characters you can engage with and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it
But
entices you, it teases you. It's like, how
did.
did we get to this point?
It did that from
Where are we
every
going from here?
aspect, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like it gave me a little bit of story enough to pull me in. The character was really interesting. It pulled me in again. And then the fact that you're running around with a gun that shoots like letters. It's Sesame Street, right, on horror, but it was enough. It's enough to make me go, okay,
but
I'm gonna get
even
that
that's
game.
like, if that's going to be a core part of your experience, a letter shooting gun, I don't even know what you mean by that, but it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
But again, if Ayasa has interesting powers or interesting mechanics, it'll be part of the core experience later in the game. I mean, I'm not saying start from halfway through it exactly, but show us a bit more of what we can expect. Because without being rude to every game ever, the first 10 minutes are generally the least interesting.
Yeah.
Because they either have to immediately hook you, because attention spans are so short these days, everything has to like have its immediate grip, or you'll just move on to the next thing. If it doesn't catch you in the first 10 minutes, and the first 10 minutes are mechanically generally the least interesting because you don't have your toolkit, you don't have your powers. If you think about, and this might be an example lost on you, but if you think about the modern Metroid games, they all start you with your full power set, they all start you at your end game state, show you how you lose those powers so you've got something to work back towards. They show you what you're capable of later in the game to hook you in to want that back. But if you start from not having anything, you just go, well, this is a bit slow, this is a bit plodding, I can't shoot that clearly marked target over there because I don't have the right gun yet. It's that kind of thing I'm talking about. It's like, you've got to show us what we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people will just lose interest.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. It's like, there's shows teases with like what could the very fun part be? What is it the bit that will see a big impact? It doesn't have to be the full thing. You don't need to do it Metroid way, but you could do it a little bit further forward, like with the first power,
it's only
for
one example, of course. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. Like fast forward to the point where she gains her first power. Whatever that may be, like say it's this rewinding bridge thing. If we go a little way further into the game, maybe there's a few zombies you need to run around, because it's like run to the right, hold this button to jump, hold that button to, sorry, not hold, press this button to climb.
Yeah.
We've established holding it doesn't work. If that's the basic functional power set for the controller, that's fine. That takes 2 seconds to learn. You don't need the whole demo level just for that. You've established that very, very quickly at a later stage of the game. But if later in the game she gains the power to rewind certain objects at certain times or whatever it is, however it works, if you start as 2 minutes before that, and then she gets this really interesting quirk or power or whatever, show us that, and that will get people more excited because they've immediately got hooked. It's like, oh, I've got this cool thing. Then we come back to play it at the full release. Maybe that's a half hour or an hour or 2 hours into the game, but you've got that to look forward to.
Exactly.
Thank you for having me on. I hope this has been helpful to you.
Thank you for playing it with me. I know you weren't really that excited about it at first.
I will admit, this is not the style of game I tend to enjoy. Again, I'm using things like Limbo or Inside as examples, but I don't tend to care for those games. Like Little Nightmares, fantastic game. It's not my style. And this is very evocative of that. It's an interesting horror-ish or horror adjacent. I mean, that's not adjacent. It's clearly got zombies and stuff in it. It's a horror game, and horror in general doesn't speak to me personally.
I'll be playing it at some point.
Yeah, no, I fully expect you'll have a look at it. But it's like, for me personally, this isn't the style of game I would normally look at. But again, if you want me to check something out, I'm very, very excited to give my opinion and things like this, because hopefully my experience and my skills from other aspects of gaming has translated to at least some interesting talking points for you and some things you might have not considered.
Yeah, I learned a lot from you and your vast experience.
Well, I don't know about vast, but certainly experience.